Welcome to Monday Mukbang. We're going to be doing bagels. My name's Neil.
Nick.
And I'm John.
And if you saw the bagel video from a month ago, you saw we're doing the exact same thing.
No. We're back.
We're back. We're back to attack.
We got some new bagels, but these are the bagel thins.
Bagel thins. Thomas's bagel thins.
Yeah, Thomas's bagel thins. Very good.
Thomas's bagel thins.
Bagels
You got the Miyoko's. Miyoko's cream cheese.
Do you want this one? Or do you want the plain?
So.
I already tried the original one
And today we're going to be talking about when the three boys of us are together and we don't have a necessary topic to talk about. We talk about one of our favorite things, sports.
Well, we're now getting toward
the end of the football season.
Yeah, the end of yeah.
We're getting towards the end of the football season. And the
college football season's over.
About over.
No, it's over, dude.
Oh, it would be over. This is gonna, so the college football season's over, as you saw.
and then basketball.
And then basketball is pretty much in the now mid-swing here.
Or college basketball, yeah.
No, I get the basketball.
Oh yeah.
NBA is in the mid-swing of things, about in the middle of things around this time. So we got two important sports to talk about. We could talk about others, but what?
I don't know. I liked the cheddar one.
Yeah.
First couple times. For some reason, it's not my favorite right now. I don't know.
So, yeah. So we're gonna be in the midst. And football come down to an end. Talk about a little bit of what we think's gonna happen, because usually the Super Bowl happens and then
Football's dead.
Football's dead, and then usually about a month, I think it's a month and a half, usually 2 months after it, we then have the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
So I guess I know we made predictions in the beginning of who's going to go to the Super Bowl. I remember mine. I'm very wrong. I was very wrong on one of them.
I don't remember mine.
On one side of the ball. I remember I believe I said Jacksonville and Rams in LA.
You really did?
I think so.
Well, yeah, okay, that sort of makes sense.
But have you keep up with National Football League?
Right.
Jacksonville's not in the mix.
Yeah. Jacksonville has no chance.
No real chance. It's yours, Nick.
You want this?
I want to do the cheddar one.
No real chance, but the LA Rams have prospered, and I could be victorious in somewhat. But as you also see, this has not really been a normal NFL season. There's been just a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, crazy.
Huh?
There's been a lot of controversy.
A lot of controversies, a lot of firings, a lot of media outright. I guess that we could talk about that in terms of players talking about.
I don't think Mom's here.
Players talking about other players.
What are you talking? You mean talking about Jalen Ramsey?
Yeah, I mean, because I think if you've been keeping up, a lot of over the course of this NFL season, we've seen a lot of players come out and talk badly about other players.
Yeah, and you know what?
And really, I don't think.
I think that's bad sportsmanship.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never really seen that. I haven't seen it a lot. I mean, you have that.
I mean, I think it always happens, but I think given some of these burner which NBA? There was an NBA coach or GM that had a burner account.
GM. It was the 76ers.
Yeah, they had. I mean, so they could sort of create their own media narrative. They had Twitter burner accounts in sports, and as a fan of sports,
That just seems wrong.
that's just silly. I mean, just let people play the game. I mean, if you're good, you're going to be good. If you're not good, you're not going to be good. I mean, it's okay.
But yeah, if you had not followed up on that, GM had used some of his burner accounts to berate some of his players,
Yeah.
which
I mean,
doesn't make any sense.
it's horrible.
And you, kind of the same thing has happened over the NFL season,
Yeah.
with
Twitter.
couple of quarterbacks coming out, whether it's to the media or on their own kind of shows. I'm all for
Challenging a locker room.
people trying to get others to improve.
Right.
But I feel like there's a sense of leadership, especially in some of the cases where it was a quarterback situation, saying badly about other players.
Yeah.
Just a weird thing.
I think it's sort of sad. I mean,
I just think the sort of like leadership, quarterbacks are supposed to lead their team. They're supposed to be able to look at a guy and say that they did not play well without having cameras flash in their face, and say pretty much, go talk to them on why they didn't play well. Like,
wait, I don't understand what you're saying, buddy. Listen, if I have beef with you and I'm playing football, it doesn't matter. Like,
well, in terms of
when you think
being on
about-
the same team,
think about this. You are going to college right now, and if your professor, instead of saying, okay, your grade is going to be announced in front of the entire class. Like, I don't care, okay, Neil, you got a D because, when I asked you to post a discussion question, your question was 4 words long. How does that make you feel? It makes you feel awful because instead of having just a normal situation where it's you one-on-one with a coach, mentor, so on and so forth, it's now happening out in the public. And it's like, to me, that's not leadership per se. It's more.
I'm saying that's the
It's
absence
almost like
of-
intimidation.
I'm saying that's the absence of leadership.
I mean, I understand what it's. I don't understand what it's meant to do, in that it's meant to challenge that person in front of their peer group and say, I'm gonna rise above this. I'm gonna use this as a challenge to make myself better. Well, although that sounds great, it's also disheartening to a point in which you may not even really want to like go back to that class. Because let's say it wasn't, some of this feedback that quarterbacks had given was, I mean, for lack of a better term, is you suck.
Or you sucked.
Yeah,
during
you sucked.
during this time of game.
Yeah.
This game.
When I needed you to catch the ball, you dropped it. When I needed you to block
Or be open.
or get open, you didn't.
They're just
And that's like a leader calling out the people that help him. And that's no place, to me, that's no place for a leader to be. And that you want to be, okay, you want to say, listen, here's what we did right. Here's what we did wrong. We did this wrong. Here's what we're going to do to make it better.
But when you take we out of the equation and you replace it with someone else's name, it makes the sort of sense that
Well, it makes
their value is not their value, that you see yourself as a higher have a higher value in terms of the game you just played.
Right.
Which
Nick,
you already had 2.
you want that one?
What?
Yeah.
No, buddy. I'm full.
2.5 piece.
Okay.
But, and
And that being said, when we look around, it is.
and they're aging. Most of these guys who are coming out and saying stuff are aging,
Yeah.
are very much to the age of retirement or getting there. And I feel like this is what could have happened a while ago.
What?
I feel like media in terms of sports. Nick, can you put your legs down? Media in terms of sports and surrounding an athlete, and in terms of the sense of looking for a story or something, has never been bigger since these last couple of years.
Yeah.
Especially with football and with basketball. One being the biggest watch sport, and the other being the rising sport. Constant media attention to whichever player gets on screen saying this or that.
Well, not only that, but if you say something flamboyant, if you say something outrageous, it is almost immediately picked up by traditional news outlets, and it's broadcast all over the place. And it's, to me, like, if I was making a team, I don't want somebody. I mean, I don't like. If the first chance you get, you put me out, you throw me out there in front of the bus, or you throw your teammates out there on under the bus, it doesn't make me want to say, I want this person on my team.
It doesn't bring on the opinion that the team itself is together.
Yeah, it has no. It's almost like
when you're playing a team sport. I mean, that's the one thing you don't want. That idea is you don't want to happen. And I think due to media attention, media being a lot more wanting to get a story out of sports, with young players, with some of the young players saying what they say, and some of the old players kind of having a more of a bounce back to them. It's just been a kind of an interesting year in terms of media and sports.
Well, this is
especially not.
This is an interesting start to the this year,
and for political reasons as well, because you always have the one or two that have something to say about that. But all right, it's just kind of weird.
I think the thing is that I listen to a lot of sportcasters. I mean, for my own mental health, I try to only let things in that are positive, and it's very hard anymore. Like, to me, sports was a positive, because most of the time it was about this person overcoming adversity. There's a young man got drafted this year, only had one hand playing in the NFL. I mean, that story is killer, man. I love that story. That's great. The thing is that, like, it gets so overshadowed by some of the real ugliness that comes out of. He's not overshadowed in my mind. I think he's a bright shining light of what can be, regardless of wherever you're at or wherever you start at, and whatever you decide. Where you decide you want to stop is where you decide you're going to stop. That guy is a perfect example of that. I mean, the other thing is that I think you have to, at some level. I mean, if you're a sports fan like us three are, you gotta enjoy it. I mean, you have to enjoy the idea that somebody's gonna win, and at some level,
people are gonna get fired.
Yeah,
people are gonna say something bad.
Yeah, but I don't like. To me, that's not the story. To me, the story is this: they came together as a team
to win.
Like, and with that mindset, I don't know. I think that's what. I mean, in a very real sense, like in my daily life, I work as part of a therapeutic team for students. And to me, being part of that therapeutic team is important. And I feel that I'm just a player. I may be quarterback-esque as the case manager, as the case leader, because I'm supposed to help coordinate both the school care and reach out and help parents try to resolve some of this stuff and work through some of this stuff at home. and that's important to me, and that's an important role. And I'm not the only member of the team, you know, and I shouldn't be running around calling people out for this, that, or the other thing. If I have issues or I think there's a problem, I should meet with that person. I should take care of that ahead of time. And like, to me, that's that respect is a little bit of what's sort of fallen off, and almost all of it. So,
But yeah, all in all, I know I didn't expect this to go down this road, but you know, we like talking about sports, and that's been a big thing over this last year.
right.
So might as well just, you know, tap a little into the conversation, and
And to me, sports,
it's gotten a little weird, a little ridiculous, but
it has.
what can you do?
It's one of those things where I mean, me personally, I like to keep things, again, I know it's
Simple.
It's simple and positive. Simple, positive. A simple, positive life will get you a lot further than anything else.
Simple, positive life with no strife. Ha, that rhymed.
There you go.
I don't
A
know if
simple, positive life, no strife.
Yeah.
Neil the lyricist.
Yep.
Anyway,
But this has been Monday Mukbang.
this is Monday Mukbang, and I know it's been a little heavy.
And if you have a comment, put it down there. If you have to hit the
subscribe
like button,
button.
if you like the button, if you like this damn video, if you like this video,
Hit the subscribe button.
subscribe
Don't
button and hit
forget
the bell.
bell. Boom.
have a wonderful night.
See ya.